Hello, Kat here, and welcome to the Random Game Review, Episode 7. Tonight we'll be looking at the Daedalus Encounter, with a 3DO system. The Daedalus Encounter came out in 1995, back when it was popular for game producers or developers to put live-action video into the actual video games. They did this thinking that it was going to actually make the gameplay better for the audience viewing it and, I guess, playing the game, but in actuality, it really just made every game worse. And eventually, live-action video was pretty much dropped from all aspects of video games, for console and even for PC. So, with no further ado, let's get gaming with the Daedalus Encounter. Alright, so here with this little bit, this is the actual movie that comes along with it. And it's going to let you see just how exciting this movie, I keep saying movie, this game really is. But essentially, it is a choose your own adventure movie, video game type. But let it be known that this video game is nothing like this, because if it was as exciting as these amazing graphics which you see here are, it would have sold millions. I mean, video games would have been like this now, but they aren't. So, gotta love this guitar music here anyway. Just, I love the superimposed in front of the green screen. I mean, honestly, if I saw this back in 1995, I'd probably buy it too.
She's trying to say you're a brain in a box, Casey.
Yeah. Alright, the Daedalus Encounter. This is gonna be awesome. So here the disk has been booted up. Now we shall see how it all begins. So while it's booting up here, I'll just go ahead and let you know that the games back in the day, when it came out on CD format, and you got to remember in 1995, putting games onto CDs was relatively new. I think this was just before PlayStation first came out, so a lot of people were throwing video onto it. Of course it's a new medium before DVDs. So you're looking at I think it's like 640 by 480 video here with was it high compression, so at 30 frames per second max, and like any video game with movie, it always starts off like a movie, with any sort of cinematic back in the day like this. And I don't understand the curtains here, or whatever it is, but you saw the name there at the beginning, Tia Carrera. That is, she's popular from Wayne's World. I don't know if I mentioned that, but also, I believe, from reading the manual, your name is Casey. So we'll get started here. First, a little intro. The backstory, I believe. The ominous space scene. With an awesome guitar background. You gotta love the guitar. All 3DO games had this type of guitar music, even Wolfenstein and Doom. Doom is another one I'll probably end up showing you, because Doom on the 3DO really was horrible, but it had live action, not live action, it had actual music, so played by a band.
Casey, anything on the scanners?
Is that alright?
Never mind.
You got 5 Krakow-class interceptors coming in hot and heavy, Casey.
So far the music doesn't change at all, so they must have only had one one track they could afford. I mean, when you're putting all the money into live action sequences, having so much fun just killing people. Look at this, killing aliens, I guess, is fun. You know, almost being blown apart. Killed in space. They don't even have spacesuits on. That's right. Randomly shoot the rockets out. And the ship just doesn't know how to do anything in order. Alright, so apparently they can't steer their ships. They just fly straight ahead into oncoming debris. That's never a good... and that's not a good sign.
Casey, this is Ari. God, I hope you can hear me. Look, your ejection pod hit some debris. You got hit pretty bad, but the med techs are trying to fix you up with life support and artificial senses.
You just hang in there, Case, and be okay.
You hear that? Takes 2 months to be okay, but...
Audio link is activated. Cutting in visual in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, Lawnmower Man graphics.
Switch on
Up
neural
close.
interface.
You got it.
Casey? It's Ari. Hi.
So those buttons you just saw, that stuff flash in front of you, that was all of... that's the only way you interact with this video game, is through the icon menu.
It's a device.
And if you don't do it in the correct sequence,
She's trying to
it
say
will
you're
either
in a box, Case.
try to correct you and point you in the correct sequence, or it'll just restart the current scene until you get it right. And it'll boot you back to the beginning, but it will at least set you at the current scene.
Why don't I let you take a look at yourself?
Oh, and that's what you are.
Now, you may not look the same on the outside, but I know it's you on the inside. And we need to know if you can respond. If you can, use the
Oh, there it is, the virtual interface. So here we go. We're going to do a first respond. Simple yes.
Yes. Great. It works.
Case, you probably haven't heard, but the war is...
Now, this guy, I couldn't figure out what he reminded me of, but Ben Stiller.
Lost a third of their fleet, man. They went running with their tails between their legs straight to the Taladarans, practically begged them to negotiate a peace treaty. Of course, you know, that put us out of a job. But hey,
Right there, did you see it? Ben Stiller.
So right now you're aboard the Artemis.
That's where Ben Stiller gets all his acting from. This one guy was his mentor,
Zach
apparently.
and I cobbled it together from a couple of surplus Alliance transports.
And not to mention the engines that we sort of borrowed from an Orion-class destroyer. May not look like much from the outside, but she could tug terra firma right out of orbit.
Well, we thought we'd
Is he talking about like marinara sauce with his hands like that?
in the first place.
Seems only fair. The way we see it, there's a lot of valuable cargo out there just floating around, free for the taking.
And we figured you'd be interested in joining us, so we liberated you from the lab. Zach hardwired your
Anyway,
interface
we have
to
to
the
put up
ship
with a lot of
system.
this, so I hope you enjoy watching bad dialogue.
So, what do you say, guys? Let's do some hunting.
Great. Alright. Oh, good. Cutscene? Now, just to bring you back to that virtual menu there, in the manual it actually tells you how to get through the first couple of scenarios, because there's no way of knowing. If you didn't have the manual, you wouldn't know what any of those icons meant. So it's definitely not like a game you can just randomly play. I mean, you need to know the background of all this stuff.
17,000 kilometers.
Oh man, we've been poking around this sector for 2 days now. Maybe we finally got something. Activating view screens. Oh.
There's your 30 frames per second with your rock spinning smoothly through space.
Hey, Case, what do you say? You want to take your new equipment for a test drive?
Why don't you go ahead and activate your remote control probe, Casey? See if you can get us a
Alright,
better
I'm
look
going to
at the
activate it
stereo.
now. So let's see. Which one? I'm assuming on. Now this, again, we have to remember that during the video process here, during the making of this, they were like, everyone wants to watch the video. So they draw out every single step of the way. Like this should only take 3 seconds to boot up, but they want you to watch every single thing. Alright. Fly? No. The bottom one is rockets. So rockets?
Run your diagnostic.
Alright, so she just told me to do something. So, diagnostic. Didn't it just do this? I could have sworn it just did this. But again, another excruciating step you have to take. You know, just to get to watch more video, I guess. Alright, there it is.
Opening probe bay doors.
Thank you.
Now.
Now, of course, I'm not going to skip past it, but I think you can probably skip past some of this stuff by pressing a button or so. But you know, you want to get the full experience when playing this game, as if you had just opened the box. Now, what I don't understand is why weren't they closer to the ship? The ship wasn't moving or anything. They make this little probe fly like a million miles away.
What does it feel like having your eyes and ears floating around in a little ball while the rest of you's back here with us?
Apparently I can fly with my eyes closed because, you know, I have to look at everybody while I talk.
Casey, your
So that's another
system's
thing.
pretty much automatic, so you can concentrate on the job. Most other functions are up to you.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Close call there, buddy. Collision
You know, thanks to you.
seems be working.
All right, let's try your computer link.
Yes,
see
yes,
how
let's
it
use a
works.
computer link
Why don't
here.
you run, an ID
You know,
check
if it just said
online,
com
see
link
if you can get the name of
on
the
one of
ship
these buttons,
and
but
maybe
you'll
get some
see.
idea of what the cargo might have been.
So the com link is the second one from the top. Why you couldn't just say, you know, analyze on it? So, link up with a computer. Analyze.
Okay, you're coming up on some cargo door controls. Right there, Case. Alright, now try using your
Now,
laser
I could
torch
probably show
above
you
the
how
right-hand
to
switch.
restart the level
Pumping up
just by
juice to
blowing
the
yourself
system,
up
pop
here
that door wide
by
Be careful, Casey. Vacar been
hitting
known
one of
to
these booby
trap
traps.
their hulks.
But I'm just going to go ahead and we'll just get right through this because in the manual it tells you how to get through this one. I'll just get close to the green button.
Nice job, Casey.
Dark in there. Better kick in the floodlight.
Alright, so lights. No, that one right there.
Whoa! God, those things are ugly.
Why, Zach? I always thought you found aliens quite attractive.
Hey, 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 hey.
I get so enthralled by listening to them talk. It's just like, I'd rather,
That it was female.
Casey,
you
stop
know,
there.
you gotta listen to them talk, I
Get a good
guess.
look around this place.
This is part of the whole experience, right? Alright, so now we're gonna look around. I don't know why they make you stop here. They just don't say go fly around. But they have you, I guess they want to make you think you're gonna do something. So, I'm trying a couple of different lights here, but I know that it's end up flying. So let's say fly. So, I don't understand the difference between fly, like the spaceship with the 3 lines is leave port, I guess. And then the flamethrower thing with the light, headlight is actually rockets. So, thrusters, I guess you would call it. But now into another video sequence, just like all the rest is going to be. Long and boring, by the way, since apparently you're just in a big container. So all alien ships are empty inside, except for one guy. There's no floors or electronic controls, there's just these things.
Hey, wait, what's that?
Yeah, Casey, can you grab that floating object?
Alright, now this one was easy to figure out. This was the fork. There it is.
Good.
So now we finally accomplished something. No, data doesn't work. There it again, the analysis. Lots of spinning. You know, you guys see it's all 3-dimensional. That was the other thing too.
Well, at least we got a nice souvenir.
our war medal, Zach.
Now, I keep seeing the headsets on them, and I'm thinking that these were like Spy Kid toys. If I remember correctly, there was something that you could have back in the day that was like glasses or something that, you know, a headset you could talk to each other and had a fake camera on it. I forgot what it was called, but there was some sort of spy tech, or it was spy tech. Anyway, I swear to God, they're just using toys on the side of their heads. Alright, one last look at the alien. Thank you for letting us in your ship and not taking anything.
But where?
Oh, I love the turning, the 30 frames per second there was great.
Serious? LV-426?
Oh, not there.
So that was a little LV-426, little alien reference.
Cruiser just sleep at the wheel?
You know, gotta love that.
Our system, right?
Yeah, man, I never saw so many
Maybe trying to lend
fucking
themselves some
pilots in my
credibility,
life.
like, hey, look, we said
Wait,
something.
you want to go back to Mizar?
Why not? Harry, I doubt anybody's been out there since the war.
No, it's too close to the Vakar border. We'd be violating
Oh,
the
just
Taladaran
more,
treaty.
everything in reverse. Okay, landing in reverse, just like taking off.
Sound like such a good idea to me, Zach.
Come on, Harry, what are you afraid of? We don't have to go by
I mean,
the book
it's so drawn out.
Welcome home, dear.
Oh, Casey, you're back. Look.
What's
I
with
say
the
we
one
take
glove?
the
Did he
boat,
not,
cruise
like, could he not find his... Wait, they both have one glove.
Oh,
I just
come
noticed
on,
that.
Harry, it's not like
Alright,
it's in
yes, let's go.
Vakar space. It's a buffer zone. Nobody even patrols.
Did it not work? I said yes.
There's gonna be some tasty salvage.
Yeah. Ah, I don't know why.
I don't
they
know,
talk me into
like,
these things.
there's 4 discs in this game. I can't make it past this one.
Hey, Case,
So.
what do you say? Mizar?
Okay, yes. So you have to say it at the right time.
Okay then.
Such a waste.
Mizar it is.
We got a nice clear terminus.
Alright, more graphics.
190 million clicks off the stellar midpoint.
Let's do it.
Is that like Tron? Nah. Alright. Guitar sound effect again, that's great. And the guitar sound effect, you'll love that. Oh! Of course, the people the pilots can't pilot. I mean, that's how you progress the storyline. Well, on that note, they're all dead, and I really don't care to figure out how to wake them up. I'd just rather run out of batteries here and die as well. I tell you, this is a game, you should just let it go. And with that note, it actually just restarted because I didn't do anything. That's great. Alright, so until next time, have fun gaming.